What's going on, you guys? My name is Kyle. I am a full-time futures trader and founder of Opinicus. I wanted to make a quick video going over my personal experience with the prop firm known as MyFundedFutures. This is a very popular prop firm. It probably is in the top 5, I would say, of all the offerings out there. I have not used them before. Went ahead and tried it out. A couple of weeks ago, they had a really interesting offer that I wanted to explore, and I went ahead and proceeded with that offer. So I'm going to detail a bit about my experience with them and then whether or not they actually pay out and what that process was like. So let's jump into it right here. The plan, the account that I actually went for is known as the Milestone Account. I don't know if they're going to keep this account live. So if you're watching this video in November of 2024 and this account looks interesting to you, you may want to jump on it. A quick side note, I am not affiliated with MyFundedFutures whatsoever. I have no affiliation code. I get nothing from them for this video. This is just my genuine experience using the firm. And so the account that I went for here was the 25K Milestone account. And essentially the way these accounts work is you have 4 different phases. If you pass all 4, you then go into the live account. There is not really a monthly subscription. You just pay a one-time fee. And then after you pass each phase, you have the potential. Well, you don't have the potential. You do get paid out. Once you pass the phase, you actually do get paid out. So this is very similar to a lot of the offers that are coming out. A lot of the different prop firms are coming out with offers that are like straight to funded, quote unquote, types of accounts. I actually like this model that MyFundedFutures has a little bit better than some of those straight to funding models because you're getting paid out immediately once you actually pass the threshold, and you don't have to worry about any sort of buffer or anything like that. So in this case, I actually went for the 25K account. And the reason I did that, the 25K account is different from the 50, the 100, and the 150 that they offer in a very distinct way. The 25K account is the only account they have that is static drawdown. So essentially, what that means is there is no end of day trailing drawdown. If you're familiar with the prop firm space, you know that there's a lot of end of day trailing drawdown accounts. So essentially, if you're up 1K on any given account at the end of the day, that drawdown is now also going to rise 1K. The 25K account, in this case for MyFundedFutures, does not do that. It stays at a static drawdown of 1,000. So any amount of money that you make then increases the amount of drawdown that you have for that account. This is beneficial, I think, for developing traders because it is more similar to real life trading in the sense of a self-funded account. These prop firms are at least in the sense of kind of like the online prop firm space, it's kind of a relatively new thing. Trading your own money, there is no end of day trailing drawdown. This is like a nonsense thing that was created by the industry. And so this particular account is more realistic to a self-funded account. Now, the way this works is once you get to, I believe it's 1,500 to pass, once you get to 26,500, the account balance is at 26,500, you then get $750 on phase 1, phase 2 1,000, and then phase 3 and 4 are $1,250. I went with the 25K account, number one, because at the time they had let's see if I could find it on here. Yeah, they had the discount going when I signed up. So it was $171 for this particular account, which made the ROI, the capital outlay versus the potential payout, much, much greater than these other offerings. And then number 2, it did offer the static drawdown, which I found very interesting. So I just wanted to try it out with relatively low risk on my end, because I am, if you've watched some of my other videos about Apex, about fast track funding, or whatever that firm was called that went under. I'm a little skeptical about some of these lesser known firms. So just wanted to jump in there and kind of sample it, if you will. And this has been my experience. So I've made it to phase 3 on my 25K account. I actually have 2 accounts going right now, and I may actually start up a third because the experience, frankly, has been really solid. I gotta say, it has been really solid. So let's take a look at this. When you actually pass in your dashboard on MyFundedFutures for the specific account that you pass, you're gonna see something like this. Milestone achieved phase 2 payout. So when you make it to the phase 2 account, this is the payout that you get, redeem award. Now, when you click redeem award, this is actually one thing I don't like about MyFundedFutures. They only pay out through Rise. I've never used Rise before. I don't have a Rise account, and so this was a little unfamiliar for me. When I've taken payouts from Top Step, they just go wire transfer. You put in your request, wire transfer, 2 to 3 days, you're good to go. This goes through Rise. So if you're looking at MyFundedFutures and you're getting close to that payout, set up your Rise account beforehand. You actually have to go set up a Rise account. You can't just do it automatically through MyFundedFutures. So you have to go set up your Rise account, do all this KYC through Rise, then link your bank account. The bank account linking takes multiple days, at least in my case it did. And so from the time to actually redeem this award and then get my payout in my bank, it took much longer than, say, Top Step or something like that, or any other kind of wire experience, simply because I had to go and actually set up the Rise account. Now, that's totally on me. That's not a fault on MyFundedFutures, but it is the way that they do things. Now, once you actually have the Rise account set up, this process is pretty instantaneous. So, and that was my experience. I passed phase 1. I got this $750 payout. Let's see. Oh yeah, they'll send you this email here, right? You passed step 1 of your evaluation. Congratulations, yada, yada. The next account gets set up instantly. I know it says like 24, 48 hours here. They set it up pretty much instantly. They're on top of it. Here was that first payout that I got, $750, right? Nothing crazy, but they paid out. It was actually legitimate. There was no fuss. There was no review or anything like that. I just click redeem, entered my Rise email after I got my Rise account set up, and they sent it over. So I ended up passing phase 2 as well. I'm now on to phase 3 with the static 25K milestone accounts. What else do I have in here? Oh yeah, here was that other milestone achievement, right? So you'll see, geez, what is going on here? What is going on? There we go. You'll see this sort of thing pop up into your dashboard. What's actually more interesting about this is, once I had my Rise account set up and I had already taken that first payout, when I passed the second phase and moved on to phase 3, they did it automatically. I didn't actually have to go and redeem this award. So I passed it. It was around, I think it was like 5 p.m. or something like that. I got the email that I passed. And then that same minute, I got an email from Rise saying that they had submitted the funds, or that I received a payment from MyFundedFutures. I didn't have to go into the dashboard and do any of this. So it's literally instantaneous from when you pass the account. Here are those funds actually coming into my bank account. So you could see 750 for the 2 accounts I currently have, and then 1,000 for passing the phase 2. I'll probably pass that next phase 2 shortly here. I'm most likely going to set up a third milestone account with MyFundedFutures. I really like this account model. Now, as far as when I actually get into the live environment, I don't know if they will combine all three in the live account. And I'm not totally sure if you can have three live accounts. So I'm not totally sure what that is going to look like when I get to the end of this. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll most likely make another video on that experience. But this has been my experience with MyFundedFutures. No nonsense, no BS like Apex or anything like that. Very straightforward. And actually, the payout was even faster than Top Step once you have your Rise account actually set up. So there's a lot there. I mean, there's a lot of positive here, not very much negative, other than that kind of snag I had with having to go and set up the Rise account. So I could definitely recommend MyFundedFutures. I have the money in my account. They pay out. I've not personally experienced any issue with this company so far. If that changes, I'll definitely update you guys and make another video. But so far, this has been solid. I highly recommend the Milestone account. I think, like I said a few times now, I think the Milestone account is really a solid model. Now, I will say when you go to their website, they don't list the fact that this thing is 4 stages on their website. So anywhere you look in here, like if you're looking at least not that I can see. Yeah, they don't say anywhere that the Milestone account is like 4 phases before you get to live. So that's something to keep in mind. It is 4 phases. Drawdown mode is static. Like I said, there is a little bit of a discount they're running if you use code milestone. It looks like it's 10% off, right? So here's kind of an overview. Now they don't have that 25% off code anymore, which is what I use. That was really nice. But that's been the experience. If you guys have you guys used MyFundedFutures, I'm curious to know, is this a firm that a lot of people are using? If so, comment down below. Let me know. So far, this has been solid for me. I'm curious, what is everyone else's experience? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care.